Gwen Stefani breaks silence about shocking insecurities. Gwen Stefani breaks the silence and reveals her shocking insecurities. Fans love Gwen and want her to be happy. However, it seems she has insecurities just like everyone else. The voice coach has become vulnerable with her fans by expressing this. Keep reading to find out more about what she is insecure about. The voice coach and fans' opinions. The Voice has a new panel of coaches this season. Gwen Stefani, Snoop Dogg, Reba McEntire, and Michael Bublé. Fans were nervous about Gwen's return. Some did not like her in the previous seasons of the show. However, she seems to be doing a good job. Then, fans were shocked to see her send home one of the most talented vocalists from the competition. They wondered if Gwen regretted making that choice. However, she is doing a good job and is leading her team to success just like the other coaches are. The Voice. Gwen Stefani. Gwen Stefani breaks silence about insecurities. Gwen Stefani recently released a new album. She was on Drew Barrymore's show talking about it. However, she also revealed her insecurities on the show. I was looking back in my life at all of the photos, like physical and inner beauty of myself. I was thinking about 8th grade. I'm like staring in the mirror in the gym, right? Like by myself going, am I cute? I can't tell, when you're trying to figure out if you are or not. A lot of people have the same insecurities. However, she turned it into applauding Blake Shelton, her husband. She reflected on old pictures that she felt beautiful in. It was right when Blake started loving me. I wanted to write a song about that because when you actually feel love for the first time, they reflect you. You can see yourself in them. It seems that Gwen was insecure about how she looked. Many people experience these insecurities. However, she turned it into an emotional compliment to Blake. She felt the most beautiful when they met, and he started to love her. Fans loved hearing this. There were rumors earlier this year that the two were not doing good. However, the new love songs Gwen has sang say otherwise. What do you think about her insecurities? Do you relate to her? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts. Gwen Stefani has always been a symbol of confidence and boldness, a pop icon who dominated the music scene with her unique voice, eccentric fashion sense, and unstoppable energy. From her days fronting the band No Doubt to her successful solo career, Gwen's public persona has always radiated strength and independence. Yet beneath the powerful image she has so meticulously crafted over the years lies a more vulnerable side that she has seldom discussed, her insecurities. Recently, Gwen broke her silence on these surprising struggles, revealing a raw and honest side that many fans had never seen before. The face of confidence. When we think of Gwen Stefani, it's easy to conjure images of her platinum blonde hair, bold red lipstick, and fierce fashion choices that blend punk rock rebellion with high fashion. From the very beginning of her career, she has been a trendsetter, creating her own unique path in a male-dominated industry. In the 1990s, as the lead singer of No Doubt, she rose to fame with hits like Just a Girl and Don't Speak, songs that spoke of empowerment and independence. Her music was a reflection of her personality, strong, edgy, and unapologetic. Throughout the years, Gwen's style evolved, but her larger-than-life confidence never seemed to waver. Her solo career with songs like Hollaback Girl and Rich Girl continued to portray her as a force to be reckoned with, someone who seemed utterly comfortable in her own skin. She was not only admired for her talent, but also idolized for her ability to stand out in a world that often tries to conform women to certain ideals of beauty and behavior. From her days with No Doubt to becoming a coach on The Voice, Gwen Stefani remained the embodiment of what it means to be self-assured, poised, and in control. Shattering the illusion, however, in a recent interview, Gwen offered a rare glimpse behind the curtain of this polished exterior. For years, she had dealt with deep insecurities that few would have guessed. Stefani admitted that even at the height of her fame, she struggled with self-doubt and a pervasive feeling of inadequacy. One of her most shocking revelations was how deeply her body image issues affected her. Gwen confessed that, despite being known for her fit physique, she had long struggled with how she viewed her own body. "I've always been hard on myself," she shared. "I never felt like I was enough, even when people were telling me otherwise." For a woman who became a style icon and symbol of beauty, this insecurity came as a surprise to many of her fans. Stefani spoke candidly about how these feelings of inadequacy were not new. Even as a teenager, she often felt that she didn't measure up to society's beauty standards. Despite her fame, she found herself constantly scrutinizing her appearance, which only intensified as her career progressed. Living in the spotlight, with cameras constantly on her, amplified her insecurities. The pressure to always look a certain way is real, she explained, and I think people forget that sometimes. The impact of fame, the pressure that came with fame, played a significant role in Gwen's insecurities. From a young age, she was thrust into the limelight, where she quickly became known for her distinctive look. But this public persona wasn't always easy to maintain. As much as Gwen was praised for her style and beauty, it also created an immense pressure to live up to those expectations every day. Fame magnifies everything, Gwen said during her interview, explaining that public life brought out some of her deepest insecurities. While she was being praised for her talent, Gwen found herself battling an inner critic. There's this pressure to always be perfect, and it's exhausting. You start to believe that if you're not perfect, you're not worthy of love or admiration. It wasn't just her body image that plagued Gwen over the years. She also opened up about feelings of imposter syndrome. Even after achieving worldwide fame, Gwen often felt like she didn't belong in the same circles as other artists. "I felt like I wasn't good enough, like I was just lucky to be there," she confessed. It's a weird thing to feel, especially when you're standing next to people you admire and respect. Balancing personal life and public image, Gwen's personal life also played a significant role in shaping her insecurities. From her highly publicized breakup with Gavin Rossdale to her marriage with Blake Shelton, her romantic life has been the subject of constant media scrutiny. Despite the public's fascination with her relationships, Gwen admitted that navigating love in the spotlight was one of the hardest parts of her life. When her marriage to Rossdale ended after 13 years, Gwen was left feeling broken and vulnerable. The public nature of her divorce only added to the emotional weight she carried. In her interview, Gwen revealed that the end of her marriage triggered some of her deepest insecurities, particularly around her worthiness of love and her ability to move forward. "It was one of the hardest times in my life," she said. "I wasn't sure if I'd ever be able to love again or feel like I was enough." Her relationship with Blake Shelton, while bringing her joy and stability, also brought its own challenges. Gwen explained that even in her happy moments, insecurities would sometimes creep in, making her question her worthiness of the happiness she had found. "Sometimes I still have to remind myself that I deserve to be happy, that I deserve love." Overcoming the struggles, though these insecurities have followed Gwen throughout much of her life, she has worked hard to confront and overcome them. Therapy, self-reflection, and focusing on her personal growth have been key in helping her regain confidence. Gwen credits her loved ones, particularly Blake, for supporting her during her most difficult moments. "I've learned that it's okay not to be perfect. It's okay to have insecurities," Gwen said. "But I also know that I'm stronger than I ever thought I was. I've survived heartbreak. I've raised 3 boys. I've built a career that I'm proud of. And that's enough." Today, Gwen Stefani is in a better place. She has embraced her flaws and has found peace in her imperfections. By speaking out about her struggles, she hopes to inspire others to be kind to themselves and to understand that even those who seem invincible have their own battles. "We all have insecurities," she concluded, "but they don't define us. What defines us is how we overcome them." In breaking her silence about these struggles, Gwen has done more than just share her vulnerabilities.